Okay, here we go. Lesson 2.3 continued. Synthetic division is a shortcut for long division can be used when dividing by divisors of the form of x minus k. What does that mean? It means I can only divide when my degree is use only when divisor is degree 1. If the divisor is more than degree 1, you cannot use synthetic division. Okay? So synthetic division can only be used when you are dividing by the degree of 1. So with that said, let's jump right in, shall we? We shall.
I don't want to jump into nothing.
I love that.
Yeah, water be cold.
Water be cold, man. Water be cold.
Why is everything coming up everything? Everything. Miss told me that I'm aggressive because I'm black today.
You're not black.
I didn't take it personally, so.
Okay, moving on.
I was intentional there. There we go. Tell me that way. I know.
Okay, are we ready? We got the copy down because I'm ready to go. If I'm ready to rock and roll, you better be with me, and your pencil better be going.
March, get set.
I can't see when you're ready.
Go.
You're
Okay,
back.
now, the x minus 5, we're going to set this bad boy equal to 0, and we're going to solve for it. Why did it not save my changes from yesterday? Add 5 to both sides. X is equal to 5. That 5 is what's going to go in your little half rectangular box that you're going to put right there.
What is that?
Oh, I remember
Okay? Then, what you're going to do is you're going to take the coefficients. What's a coefficient? The number in front of a variable, correct? The number in front of a variable. You have to make sure that you are not missing any variables, any degrees. So my highest degree here is going to be a 3. So the next one should be 2, the next one should be 1, and the next one should be 0. Is that all correct?
Yes.
Yes. Since I'm not missing any, I don't have to put any placeholders in, do I? Like long division yesterday, we had to put placeholders in if we were missing them. So now what we're going to do is we're going to simply take our lovely little coefficients. That's 3, negative 17, 15, negative 25. And then draw a line down underneath the box.
Are they supposed to be elevated like that? Or just do
Yes. Exactly the way I got it written up there. Just do it. Then, what do? We drop down the first number, which is the 3. Then, we are going to multiply on the diagonals. And we are going to add vertically. So, what do I do in the diagonal? 5 times 3 is 15. What do I do vertically? Add to give you negative 2. What do I do diagonally? Multiply. 5 times negative 2 is negative 10. What do I do vertically? Add. 15 minus 10 is 5. What do I do diagonally? To give you 25. And what do I add to do vertically? Add. Now, as soon as you do this, you're going to then look at your degree up here. My highest degree is a 3. As soon as you do synthetic division one time, it drops the degree down 1 unit. So now this is degree 2. Now, because I've blown Jet's mind, we're going to take a step back. I'm going to clear this page, and what we're going to do is we're going to do long division. If you don't want to do this, you just want to watch me do it, totally your call. What do I multiply x by to get 3x cubed? 3x squared. So 3x squared times x gives me 3x cubed. 3x squared times negative 5 gives me negative 15x squared. What do we do here? We subtract, so this changes the signs. Those are gone. I'm left with negative 2x squared. Bring down the 15x minus the 25. Now, what do I multiply x by to get negative 2x squared? Negative 2x. So negative 2x times x is negative 2x squared. Negative 2x times negative 5 is going to give you a positive 10x. What do I do on the diagonals? I subtract, or I should say, what do I do on vertical here? I subtract, so that changes my signs. That's gone. And that's going to give me a 5x minus 25. Now what do I multiply x by to get 5x? So 5 times x is 5x. 5 times negative 5 gives me negative 25. And we're subtracting that quantity, and that's going to give me 0. Now, check it. Look at this right here. Does that 3 look familiar? Does that negative 2 look familiar? Uh-huh. They're all right here. Do you see that? Yes. So this synthetic division, 100%, can be done doing long division. But look at all that work. Look at all that hideous calculation. That's no fun.
Say that word.
I don't know what you think I said, but I just Oh, you might rather do the second one, but you're not gonna. You're gonna do synthetic because that's what makes Yoder happy today.
What makes me happy is you stop talking like that.
What we have to do is we've got to come up with that over here. Do we see this? So I got to come up with the 3x squared minus 2x plus 5 over on my synthetic division page. So how do I go about doing that? Remember I said that this is going to turn into a degree 2. We see that? So I just add in my variables with the exponents. So that's going to be 3x squared minus 2x plus 5. Dun, 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 dun. See, angels came singing. I heard them.
So party?
Rocket problems.
Yeah.
I am very angelic. I am very angelic.
Good self-compliment.
You what?
Okay, so let's do this all over again, shall we? We shall. Step 1, what do? I take that x plus 1/2 and I set it equal to 0, and I solve it. Where does that negative 1/2 go? In the half box.
2 words per second.
2 words per second.
That means talk more.
Make the problem right down here.
That is so much better.
I bet you can't.
Okay.
I don't.
What do I do now?
Way too bad.
Awesome.
I need to count the degrees.
There you go. I
That
love it.
was all-
3, 2, 1, 0. Am I missing any degrees?
No, you're not.
Minus the sarcasm, it would be a very good
I
thing.
have to really think through it. Okay? So now,
Slow down.
Little faster. I put my coefficients
No,
in.
no.
That was one word. I can't do it. 4, 16, negative 23, negative 15. Draw your line.
Hungry.
Get a ticket here, please.
Why do they have to be elevated then? Why can't they?
Because we're going to put stuff in between there. Right? What I did last time, I don't know what you did.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's why they're elevated. Drop down the 4. And what do I do on the diagonal?
Multiply.
What's half of 4? In this case, negative 2. What's 16 minus 2?
14.
What's half of 14 times a negative? Negative 7. What's negative 7 and negative 23?
Oh,
Negative 30. I don't know that number. Now what's half of negative 30?
15.
15. And that there gives you 0. What degree is this thing automatically?
2.
Look at the highest one. It was a 3, so now it pops down to degree 2, right? So now what do I do?
This is easier than
I know, right? Isn't it rocking? So I have 4x squared plus 14x minus 30.
I like it.
Shebang!
So when you end your highest.
Okay, we can stop
Right.
Then if your highest exponent was degree 4, then your next one, once you do synthetic division, would be 3. If my highest exponent was a 10, Morgan, what would my synthetic division degree be?
9.
Thank you. Making sure you're paying attention.
But you still gotta do it.
She got you.
Oh. Whoa, whoa.
You know
What is that?
Well, woo.
Okay. You always have to do synthetic division, but here's something beautiful about synthetic
I
division.
don't.
It's not looking beautiful.
Q of x is just another name of f of x. Here I would just name this the Q of x named quotient. It's okay.
Why did you just put that?
Because I wanted Q because that's what the book does, and I wanted to blow your mind now so I didn't blow your mind on the book later on. Jeez.
Oh, I know what the Q is for. Go quick.
Okay, so I want to do Q at 3. This is evaluation. If I'm doing evaluation, that means I'm plugging and chugging, aren't I? Right? I'm plugging and chugging. That's all I'm doing. So if I do that, I'm going to have 2 times x. Plug and chug, do it.
But have to add an next part though. 3 times 3 times 3 times.
27.
Now, we're going to change because we're going to come over here and we're going to put on big dots and we're going to get calculator.
What a missing one.
It's okay.
Minus 1 plus 1.
So what was the problem? You guys wrote it down?
2x to the 4th.
2 parentheses. What are we plugging in? 3
4 minus 3 times 3 plus 3 times 3.
minus
3 to the 3rd.
3 caret to the 3rd
Plus 2 to the third.
plus 2
3.
times 3
1.
minus 1. When we plug and chug, we're going to get 140. Okay? When we plug and chug that, we're going to get that. We're going to get 140. Now y'all are going to really like that. Okay?
So we don't get.
So why don't we have to
You
have
all
the
just need to
extra?
share. It's evaluations, plug and chug, that's all it is. Remember in a whole XY table, you plug in value for X, you get out a value for Y, so you put output as the XY ordered pair. Yeah.
Why do you keep talking like that?
Okay?
Why are you a rapper?
You should start wrapping your problems.
Now, same thing. But this time we're plugging in an imaginary number. I squared is equal to negative 1. I to the 4th is equal to 1. Check it. Are we watching?
Yeah.
She said check it.
Look, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to backspace. And I'm going to put parentheses around this 3. And then I'm going to go down here and hit the pi key. And I'm going to hit the I. Yeah.
Wait.
And close the parentheses.
You control?
Oh,
Okay.
Key.
Now I'm going to come over here and put a parentheses around that 3. And then I'm going to put a pi here, and that's going to be I. And I'm going to close that parenthesis. I'm going to come over here to the other 3. And I'm going to hit pi, and I'm going to hit the I key. And I'm going to hit enter. And check it out. The calculator's so smart, isn't it?
Are we allowed to use calculator?
It is so sweet. Agreed? Come on. Nobody wants to say that's rocking your work.
Awesome!
It's math.
We don't gotta
It
do
doesn't
it.
rock the world.
When you're doing synthetic division with imaginary numbers, I will not make you show your work because the calculator does that calculation for you. This is not testing you over complex numbers today. I'm teaching you synthetic division. I already taught you complex numbers, which means you just have to apply that concept here. If you have a tool that does that concept for you, why not utilize it?
Did those words just come out of your mouth right now?
Those words came out of my mouth.
Children.
Okay?
No.
So with that said, this is going to be 161 plus 33i. Now my question to you is, can I get these things another way? Well, darn tootin', yes I can. You know how? If a polynomial is divided by x minus k, the remainder is r equals f at k.
You're jumping all over the world, dude.
When will you guys realize Yoder is Yoder? There is no one like me. I am true to myself and only me.
I'll go back in.
These were one people, not rappers. And
I told you.
Divided by, there we go.
Okay, I cannot see anything now.
Alright,
I don't have my.
It's so hard to please everyone.
Yes, it is. That's why you say
You
you
make it
yourself.
simple. I got it. That would really please me right now.
The remainder theorem. If a polynomial f of x is divided by x minus k, the remainder is r is equal to f at k. So what this means is every time you plug and chug in and do an evaluation, that evaluation that you get is also known as r, which would be your remainder. Kudos. Translation. If I do just a moment, patience is a virtue, you all. Goodness
That's
gracious.
why I don't
If I do synthetic division at 3, what should my remainder be? 140. If I do synthetic division at 3i, what should my remainder be?
161 plus 33 items.
Air high five, ready? Booyah, okay?
No, I'm
Okay?
seriously worried about you right now.
You should be. Now, so if I have this theorem there, that means every evaluation, the remainder is f at k. If I do plug and chug, it's the remainder. If I do the remainder, that's f at that value. Okay, let's prove that, shall we?
Did you take that?
No,
You had some of that math lesson.
this is just all natural.
Oh, God.
Okay, are we ready? Let's do this thing. Let's
Let's
do synthetic division at 3.
Sometimes we'll just order that.
So if I do synthetic division at 3, why am I doing it at 3? Because that's what k is, right? Yeah. So am I missing any of those lovely little powers? 4, 3. Oh, I'm missing a 2. There's a 1 and there's a 0. Do you see that 0 there? There's no 0, so I gotta add it in there, right? So I have 2, negative 1, 0, 2, negative 1. How do I check to make sure that I did not miss any powers? What's my highest power up there? 4. So I need to go 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Am I right? I'm not missing any. You need to check it, always, because on tonight's homework I have 2 of them that are missing, and if you don't add the zeros in, you're going to get it all messed up. What's that? You're funny. Drop down to 2. And what do I do on the diagonal?
It'd be a 6.
And vertical? Add 5, and then 15. 15 times 3 is 40. 45 plus 2 is 47. And 47 times 3 is going to be 141 to give you 140.
Well,
So exciting.
That is unbelievably excitement is going on right here inside of me. Unbelievable amount of excitement.
we could.
Yeah.
Do we understand that?
Okay, Mr. Jordan. You've never been there before.
I love synthetic. This is like my favorite chapter. This is like one of my
How do you have a favorite math chapter?
Oh, because you get to find all the zeros, all the reasons you say virtual signs, the P over Q, and you're going to learn that about tomorrow. I can't wait.
I rest my case.
We should be excited about shopping and traveling.
So now we're going to do synthetic division at 3i. 3i. So I'm going to drop down this first row. Why am I dropping down that first row up there?
Wait, hold on. The top or the bottom?
Because you still need that for the second row.
Because I still have to do synthetic division, and I may as well steal it from up there. Why reinvent the wheel if it's already been done, right? Okay? 2, negative 1, 0, 2, negative 1.
Well,
Okay, now this is where it gets ugly.
Oh, that has to be on.
Okay, oh, this is ugly. You have not seen ugly yet. Okay? So I drop this down, I'm going to get 2. And then I'm going to get 2. 2 times 3i gives me 6i. Do you see where I'm writing that?
Oh, no, no.
Oh, why not?
Oh!
Why is it a little bit?
That's backpack.
Because 1, -1 and 6i are not like terms, are they?
Oh.
No, they're not. So what we have to do is we gotta add them. So I have -1 plus 6i. True statement?
True statement.
Now what do I do on the diagonal? Multiply. This is where your brain is so
This is gonna get
kaboom, Mrs.
disgusting.
Joker. This is extremely confusing because I have to remember precise division and complex numbers. So, what do? We come over here to our handy dandy little calculator. Blues, clues, handy dandy.
Notebook.
Calculator. At which point, we simply are going to do 3 times I, right? Parenthesis, and what are we multiplying by? -1 plus 6i. So this is going to be -1 plus 6i, and hit enter. And what does that give you?
-18 minus 3.
And you come back over here.
Good, I'm not gonna have enough room for all of this.
I told you.
I wish I would have been more.
And then you add that. And then what? What do I do on the diagonal?
Yeah, I'm not around.
So guess what? I already have it there. So do times 3i. And take your answer, multiply it together. Check it, right? Right? I don't see anybody smiling like me.
Because we are sober. I'm gonna promise you what.
So I have 9 minus 54i.
This is what a normal human being reaction would be.
No, honey, it's not. And then go ahead and add 2. And hit enter. Right? Oh, you ever. What do we do on the
Okay,
diagonal?
now just pause.
Stop.
Yes, we multiply. What do we do on the vertical? We add. So 2 plus 9 is 11. Right? And then I take that 11 minus 54i and I multiply that by
React.
3i.
Get some stupid.
So I come over here and I'm going to multiply this times
33.
i. And hit enter. And what do you get? 162 plus 33i.
We got 161.
And that gives you 161 plus 33i because that's what it was supposed to be. Right?
What do you do once you have that?
You're crazy.
You are.
Now, what this proves is if I did plug and chug at Q at 3i, it should have given me 161 plus 33i. Did it back here? It did. Which means I can do plug and chug and get my remainder, or I can do synthetic division and also get my remainder. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous thing. You say that? I love this stuff. It's a wonderful. Girl, be quiet. Jet, stop talking.
I'm in 7th. I'm between these two girls.
Don't act like you're not lying.
Now, the next, yes.
He just hasn't been exposed to it yet, so he doesn't know what's going on.
Now we're on one
Oh, this
That means a bunch.
At the speed you're going right now, you could probably fit about 4 pages in the next 10 minutes.
okay.
Please walk on.
That was not the one you put on.
You need help.
No, you're a factor theorem.
Where?
Why don't you so much?
Oh, this is not much.
You're throwing all that.
The factor theorem is fk is equal to 0. In other words, when I plug and chug, my remainder is 0. Y'all catch that?
Mm-hmm.
Then that means it's a factor. True statement, right? I 100%. I don't get it. I don't. It can't be 100%. It doesn't exist like that. It's just. Yeah.
And then she starts doing her little
And they
walk.
say unicorns like this, but I know they do.
I like to think that.
Yeah, they're demon walks. Oh, well, you can sidewalk.
Okay, now, this is a wonderful concept, but more importantly than that is this right here.
write the following function in the form that works?
Write it down, Matt. Quit thinking. Your brain cell
It's
doing
not
that.
nice to tell people how to think.
Trish, don't talk or think. Just write.
Or breathe, or you know,
Just breathe. No, I told you to just breathe. You don't have to think to breathe.
You don't think you have to do something.
No, your brain does that for you.
I'm gonna go home.
When you actually have to think about thinking, that's nothing.
Now you just,
Like I had to think to do two.
Okay, let's do that.
No, not yet. What's in between X minus K and
this looks like a whole bunch of numbers.
It is mumbo jumbo, but now let me talk about it so that you understand it. Now, what this is it's writing this in its factored form.
We're doing it high rate.
That's what this means. Write it in its factored form. Okay? Now, what this means is if I take this polynomial, x cubed minus x squared minus 14x plus 11, and I do synthetic division at 4, what it wants you to do is to take that, what is k? K is 4. So that means x is equal to 4, which means x minus 4 is equal to 0, which this is x minus k. That's what that is, okay? That's all it is. It's telling you that k is 4, which means if k is 4, then you're going to have, and that means you're going to have k minus x minus k in the front. That's what this is. So in factored form, you're actually going to have x minus 4. That is going to be your x minus k.
We know that. So you mean tell k equals 4.
This q of x is going to be the part that you do synthetic division at. Q of x is your polynomial after you've done synthetic division. And then r of x is simply your remainder. So let's do a problem so you can see how to write this.
You have to do all that math to figure out.
No, because your brain should already know that it's going to be x minus 4.
Yep.
I'm with it. So I need to put a 4 inside here, and then I'm going to find my highest exponent, which is a 3. And then I'm going to say, am I missing any? 3, 2, 1, 0. I'm good. So that's 1, negative 14, 11. Coefficients of the variables. So now I'm going to do some synthetic division. 1. 1 times 4 is 4. This gives me a 3. This gives me 12. This gives me negative 2. This gives me negative 8. So it gives me a 3. What does that 3 represent? Your remainder, which is r. So now it wants me to write it in that ugly little form. So that form is going to be x minus k times q of x plus r of x. But what this means is what is x minus k? In our example, it's going to be x minus 4. What's q of x? Q of x is this junk right here. So that's going to be x squared plus 3x minus 2. And then what's r of x? Well, r of x is going to be this jazz right here, my remainder. So all I have to do right here is put plus 3. Ooh, yeah, right? Not that bad.
Is that done?
Yeah, totally done. This is in its factored form. That's what they want.
Our test is tomorrow.
Not of this. Let's do it again, shall we? No, that'll confuse you right now.
Yeah,
We should, but let me go ahead and give you a worksheet. Everybody can
Take a second to breathe.
Everything else is optional.
Everybody, take a breath before she starts again.
Oh.
Okay.
That's great. Oh, she hasn't started.
Okay, are we listening? Problems 1 through 4. I want you to do just like you did long division last night, writing the remainder. However, you're going to use synthetic division. So for example, you would have 3x squared plus 2x minus 1 plus a remainder was 4 over 2x minus 1. That's how you're going to write your answers for problems 1 through 4. Problems 5 through 8, I do have one thing on the directions you need to change. It says write the function in the form of f of x equals x minus 5. That's supposed to be a k in the second set of directions. That's supposed to be a k.
Where?
Right here. X minus 5 should be x minus k in the direction.
Why is there a 5 there?
Because, I don't know, I had a moment.
You've had a lot of months.
I have those often. Okay, turn it over, 9 and 10. It says use synthetic division to find each function value and check on the graph calculator by doing f of k is equal to r. I want you to do synthetic division at each one of those values, at -2 and -1. And then I want you to plug and check on the calculator and make sure that you're correct. Okay? Because you were synthetic division, the remainder should equal what? The plug and chug of that, correct? And then 11 through 14, it says use synthetic division to show that x is the solution of the third degree polynomial equation. If it's a solution, what should the remainder be? 0. Very good. And then it says then factor the polynomial completely. In other words, it's going to be degree 3 or degree 4, and then you have to, they're all degree 3. Then once you get it down to degree 2, then use what? Factor the two binomials, or x equals -b plus 10 minus squared, 3 minus 4 is 6 over 2 is. Yes, this is everything. Yes, sir. Okay.
I'm about to cry.
I have a tissue right here. That was so much fun today.
No, it was.
I love this chapter.
I went off the
For the people